Hello YouTube and welcome back to another episode of the Zone TV Movie Entertainment with me, your host Jonathan. And once again bringing you my thoughts and review for the brand new movie, Lego Movie 2, the second part, starring Chris Pratt, Elizabeth Banks, and I think Will Arnett is also playing this as Batman as well. So pretty much the entire cast and crew from the first Lego movie is back with a couple of new additions. You have Tiffany Haddish is also in this movie, and she's awesome, by the way. Okay, so basically, the first Lego movie came out. I remember watching it. I was like, okay, movies about Legos. I used to love Legos as a kid. I still collect some of them, but not a lot. But it was awesome. I mean, no pun intended from the movie, but still, like literally, the animation in that movie was great. The story was funny. The humor was great. The way that they take reference from pop culture at that time was good. You name it, everything was great in that movie. You know, even the part where, and spoiler for the first one, you know, when they had Will Ferrell, the human version of himself, to playing with his son with the Legos and, you know, the whole imagination stuff. That was pretty cool. So now we kick it 5 years later to the new movie. And literally picks off where they left off in the first one. An alien invasion excuse me. An alien invasion comes to Earth, or their world, and, you know, they want to pretty much attack our beloved friends, you know, Emmett, Wildstar, Batman, the pirate guy, you know, I think Unikitty, I think it's her name. All the basically the friends that we all know. And, you know, someone comes to, you know, from their planet to kidnap the ones who are responsible for saving their universe. So they all get taken, except for Emmett, because they thought Emmett was a joke, even though he was the master builder at the time. They all get taken and go into some deep space adventure to meet the queen of the universe, I believe, played by Tiffany Haddish. So Emmett decides he's gonna have to go find them. So he goes off to space, he ends up finding the team, and then he ends up meeting somebody else named Rex Danger. I think Danger Vest, I believe that's his name. Anyway, also played by Chris Pratt. He's a dinosaur hunter. He hunts, you know, he's a space cop, just like Guardians. Basically, they made fun of himself playing from all the characters that he plays throughout his career. So I thought that was cool. I actually liked this movie. It wasn't great, and it wasn't like supreme better than the first one. I do feel like this movie was just as good as the first one, but I feel like the first one was a little bit more better, only because I felt more balanced than this one. This movie felt to me was just like, okay, the story, I think they focused too much on the story of this one, whereas in the first one, you know, they focus more on the jokes and the humor with the story blended in perfectly. This one, I think they just trying to stretch them, you know, the story a little bit too much, make it more of a dramedy than you know, than an actual kids cartoon movie. But you know, for me, that some of the parts didn't really work for me. But other than that, the actual movie itself was pretty cool. The characters were great. Batman is still my favorite character in this movie, so he's Batman. So, you know, of course. Emmett was great. I liked him in the movie. Even the human scenes were good in this movie. And there are a couple of them, but they're not as much as like how the ending was of the first one, where you see a whole scene of them. It was more towards the end, and a couple, you know, little pop-ups here and there from like the sides of the movie. You'll see it when you see it. But the music. I mean, there was two songs to me that were catchy. That whole new song about like another version of Everything Is Awesome, I think it's called. And there's actually a cool Batman song you have to listen to. That was pretty dope. But other than that, it was just like I said, it was a fun little movie. I highly recommend checking it out. If you're a fan of the first one, you know, give it a shot. But yeah, so there you go. So leave a comment below. Let me know what you guys thought about it, if you've seen it, and who's your favorite character from the movie. For me, it's Batman. Always will be Batman, because it's Batman. Anyway, so leave a comment below. Let me know. Thank you very much, and have a good day.